Samantala, kinumpirma ni PNP Chief Director General Ronald Bato de la Rosa na may assassination plot laban sa kanya at ang posibleng umanong nasa likod nito ay ang Maute Group na kumikita rin umano mula sa operasyon ng iligal na droga. Ulat mula kay Lala Babilonia.
Sinabi ni PNP Chief Ronald Bato de la Rosa na maaaring drug war ng pulisya ang nasa likod ng assassination plot laban sa kanya na umano'y plano ng Maute Group. Kamakailan pumunta si de la Rosa sa Mindanao State University, ang kanyang alma mater, at kinumpirma ang nasabing assassination plot. Aniya, kumikita ng drug money ang Maute Group kaya maaaring may koneksyon ito sa pagbabalik ng pambansang pulisya ng kanilang anti-illegal drugs operations.
Hindi pa na-establish talaga ng mga investigators kung ano yung motive. Pero if you are to ask me, it's very obvious that this Maute Group is being fed with drug money.
Sa pagbisita ni De La Rosa sa lugar, 2 improvised explosive device ang na-recover. Isa sa Mindanao State University mismo at isa naman sa kalsada kung saan dadaan ang convoy ni De La Rosa. Hindi naman nagtagumpay ang mga salarin sa plano nila dahil sa higpit ng seguridad at sa dami na rin ng tao. Sa kabila niyan, hindi plano ni De La Rosa na magdagdag ng security.
Sa akin ito, trabaho lang. Trabaho lang. So, if I will be sacrificed for doing my job, then so be it. I will not approve to die.
Samantala, hindi naman maipapangako ni De La Rosa na hindi gaano magiging madugo ang magiging nilang anti-drugs operations ngayon. Pero anya, ayaw din ng PNP na makapatay ng kanilang suspect.
How I wish talaga sana na we will achieve a drug-free society without bloodshed. But it's very impossible since it's going to be a war because this itong mga drug lords, as they said, will not just surrender, will not just leave their drug trafficking business just like that.
Wala nang detalyeng ibinigay si Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte, ngunit kinumpirma nito na may ugnayan nga ang local terrorist group na Maute sa pinakamatinding teroristang grupo sa buong mundo ngayon, ang Islamic State of Iraq and Syria o ISIS. Ginawa ng Pangulo ang pahayag ng pangunahan nito ang inaugurasyon at ceremonial switch on ng 135 megawatts circulating fluidized bed combustion power plant kahapon.
We are not good today because finally the intelligence community advised me that ISIS was vitally connected with the group in the Philippines called the Maute. There's a raging war now in Lanao.
Kinubkob ng Maute Group ang isang bahagi ng munisipyo ng Butig, Lanao del Sur noong Biyernes at nagwagayway ng watawat ng ISIS. At hanggang kasalukuyan ay patuloy ang opensiba ng Armed Forces of the Philippines laban sa grupo. Samantala, tinalakay din ni Pangulong Duterte ang matinding suliranin ng bansa sa iligal na droga sa mga nakipagpulong sa kanya kahapon sa Malacanang. Sa mga opisyal ng Integrated Bar of the Philippines, kay dating Pangulo at ngayon Pampanga Representative Gloria Arroyo at dating Chief Justice Reynato Puno.
I'm not trying to scare you, but could I please have the dala-dala ko, pinakita ko kay Presidente Arroyo. Sabi ko, ma'am, we are in a bind. I really do not know how to surrender na ako. So sabi ko, hindi ko kaya to. Even assuming publicly that I can kill them, I will not have the time and resources to do it. This is the drug industry of the Philippines. Lahat yan pangalan.
Inihambing din ng Pangulo ang kalagayan ng narco-politics sa bansa sa stage 2 cancer.
But we were already a narco-politics state given the so many thousands of policemen, municipal mayors and mayors involved. Now the portals of the national government to the contamination of narco-politics was opened by, sadly, Dilima. Siya yung unang napunta doon sa...
Rosa Licoz, UNTV News and Rescue, Malacanang.
Let's get more perspective on this from AFP Public Affairs Office Chief Colonel Edgardo Arevalo. Good evening, sir. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Good evening, Lucy, and all the televiewers. Good evening.
Sir, you may have heard President Duterte say that he has heard from intelligence authorities that indeed there is a link between ISIS and Maute. Have authorities clearly established this link?
Well, that is, of course, the subject of our continuous validation, but thus far we can say that the connection is with regard to the inspiration that the Maute group is drawing from the ISIS. We say that that group remains to be ISIS-inspired because their actions, including their long professing of allegiance to the ISIS and the conduct of many terroristic activities it did, are all intended to attract membership and to obtain recognition from ISIS, and finally to receive funding from foreign terrorist groups.
All right, sir, so that's cause for worry. But has the military established the actual strength of this group?
Well, right now the numbers, Mitzi, are varying, and we are trying to establish exactly what are their numbers, but so far what we have established is they are getting support from few relatives in that particular part of Lanao del Sur, and that blood relationship continues. And up to now, we are yet to establish the exact number. But suffice it to say, Michi, that the ones that they're doing, including the Davao bombing incident that they perpetrated, and including that of the attack or their actions in taking part of that portion of Butig in Lanao del Sur, are all indicative of their desire to be recognized by ISIS.
Well, so you mentioned that Davao bombing. Now, the PNP Chief Director General Ronald De La Rosa said an improvised explosive device that was found near the U.S. Embassy this morning is the same kind that was used by the Maute group in the bombing in Davao in September. How are the military and police coordinating on this matter?
So far, what we're trying to do is to coordinate all our efforts. With that proclamation or declaration from the Chief PNP this morning, we are going to conduct further validation and verification. But thus far, they indeed said that there's the signature of the bomb that they exploded in Davao, and the ones that were found that was found in Roas Boulevard this morning are indicative of probability of the same source. So right now we continue to intensify our intelligence gathering efforts together with the members of the PNP to further establish this particular allegation.
They're seen carrying black flags with the insignia of ISIS. They have long firearms believed to have been obtained from an Indonesian terrorist affiliated with Jemaah Islamiyah. This is the Maute Group, one of the newest Islamist terrorist groups in Mindanao. The military first encountered the group in 2013 when their checkpoint operation was attacked in Madalum town, Lanao del Sur. They're also involved in the recent Davao bombings a few months ago, which left about a dozen dead. The Maute Group also launched attacks early this year, believed to be test missions to get recognition from ISIS. And on Friday, they put the town of Butig, Lanao del Sur under siege, capturing the old municipal hall.
Ang grupo ng Maute ay nasa munisipyo. Ang munisipyo naman kasi doon, hindi ginagamit kasi mayroong bagong munisipyo ang ginagamit ang bagong mayor natin.
The military says they will not allow the terrorist group to capture the new municipal hall. They're also aggressively hunting down the group's members, which are estimated to be between 50 and 100.
Itong projection of power na ito ay ginagamit din nila sa kanilang quantum activities na kanilang pinagkakaabalahan. Ito po yung mga extortion activities at pangingikil and other terroristic activities to support that.
President Duterte admits he's afraid of ISIS infiltrating the Philippine shores.
Ang delikado niyan itong ISIS. That is why you have to use your head. Pag kasinagad mo yan, and they're driven into desperation, instead of groupings dyan, they're driven by Muslim nationalism. Or Moro, for that matter, para maintindihan nyo. It's a Moro nationalism. because they are really the owners of Mindanao long before the Spaniards came.
The president says he can't just declare an all-out war at the same time.
And I would tell the military, after the operation, ayaw ko makita na isang tao standing. Do you want me to do that? And if I kill children and innocent people and all, can we survive as a nation?
He admits he'll try to talk to the group first instead of crushing them outright. Rex Remitio, CNN Philippines.
In the news tonight, military operations continue against Maute Group bandits in Butig, Lanao del Sur. AFP spokesperson Restituto Padilla expressed hope that areas held by the terrorists will be overrun by the military soon. Dislodgement operations are being conducted by the 103rd Infantry Brigade, assisted by armored and artillery units. Also backing these assets are close air support units spearheaded by SF-S60 and OV-10 attack planes by the Air Force. More details of this report from Dayan Querez.
A total of 19 members of the Maute Group are now killed in the continuing encounter of the terrorist group with the military in Butig, Lanao del Sur. According to AFP spokesperson Brigadier General Restituto Padilla Jr., there is the possibility that this number will increase.
Nagkaroon po ng report at tumaas na po ang bilang ng kanilang mga patay sa Maute Group sa 19 na nakumpirmado sa iba't ibang pamamaraan. Yung 19 na yan ay maaaring madagdagan pa sa katapusan ng gagawin pang mga operasyon ngayong araw. So,
meanwhile, 13 military soldiers are slightly wounded. AFP says that the close encounter with the Maute Group continues.
Patuloy ang ating operasyon dyan. Ang ating mga tropa ay nandun sa may mismong lugar at napasok na nila ang lugar.
Padilla adds that the attack of the Maute Group in Butig is a possible diversionary tactic.
Pag may mga ganitong kaganapan, tandaan niyo po sa Mindanao, under pressure and on the run po ang ASG. At itong Maute Brothers ay naggawa ng kasalukuyang panggugulo dyan. So maaaring ito ay ginagawa ng mga grupong ito upang makatulong sa kanilang mga ibang kasamahang terorista na i-divert ang atensyon natin.
AFP asked to help of the community in Lanao del Sur to divulge information regarding the identity of the Maute Group members.
Sigurado kami sa mga komunidad, may mga kababayan po tayo dyan na nalalaman nila ang identity ng mga taong ito. Kung ninanais po nating i-secure at ayusin ang security ng mga lugar sa ating mga kanayunan, yung tulong ng ating mga kababayan dyan ay kinakailangan natin.
Meanwhile, Padilla says that the bomb found in Rojas Boulevard near the U.S. Embassy may be connected to the Maute Group.
The signature of the bomb may be similar to the bomb used by the Maute Group. So there's a possibility. The police is very much in charge of the metropolis for security, and we defer to them to lead with the investigation.
Umabot na sa 19 ang nasawing membro ng Maute Group matapos muling maglunsad ng opensiba ang Armed Forces of the Philippines laban sa grupo kahapon. Inaasahang tataas pa ito sa mga susunod na araw. Samantalang 13 sundalo naman ang nasugatan sa naturang operasyon at kasalukuyang ginagamot. Ayon sa AFP, nais lamang umano ng Maute Group na makuha ang atensyon ng teroristang Islamic State tulad ng ginawa ng Abu Sayyaf, kaya kinubkob ng mga ito ang bayan ng Butig noong nakaraang Biyernes.
Gusto po nilang pumarte sa mga maaaring kunin na suporta sa grupong ito na nanggagaling sa gitnang silangan.